Alrighty everyone, welcome to day 21 of Advent Decode. Yesterday's did not go too well. It was an off video, of course. I spent a while trying to get it, didn't get to work, and of course as soon as I stopped recording I finally figured out and got to the end. So it was only part one, but that was the video for yesterday, and I guess I should mention that at this point I'm to the point where I might not solve these. They're getting difficult for me. They're kind of at or above my skill level, so if you don't see a video in the future of any of these days, just know the reason is probably because I just couldn't solve it. So be aware of that. But anyways, I'm going to give these all a try. I'm giving about 2 hours of my time every day to try and solve these. But anyways, day 21, here we go. You reach the train's last stop and the closest you can get to your vacation island without getting wet. There aren't even any boats here, but nothing can stop you now. You build a raft. You just need a few days worth of food for your journey. You don't speak the local language, so you can't read any ingredients list. However, sometimes allergens are listed in language you do understand. You should be able to use this information to determine which ingredient contains which allergen and work out which foods are safe to take with you on the trip. You start compiling a list of foods. Your puzzle inputs: one food per line. Each line includes the food's ingredients list, followed by some or all of the allergens the food contains. Each allergen is found in exactly one ingredient. Each ingredient contains 0 or 1 allergen. Allergens aren't always marked, so when they are listed, as in contains nuts, shellfish, after an ingredients list. The ingredient that contains each listing allergen will be somewhere in the corresponding ingredients list. However, even if an allergen isn't listed, the ingredient which contains the allergen could still be present. Maybe they forgot to label it, or maybe okay. So example, the following list contains dairy fish, contains dairy, contains soy, contains fish. Okay. The first food in the list has 4 ingredients written in a language you don't understand. While the food might contain other allergens, a few allergens or other food definitely contain are listed afterward: dairy and fish. Okay. The first step is to determine which ingredients can't possibly contain any of the allergens in any food in your list. In the example above, none of the ingredients can contain an allergen, counting the number of times. Wow, this is going. Oh no. This is going to get interesting. Okay, so well, so we're splitting on spaces. Okay, so let's first start by just splitting this up. Let's just split this up. This is gonna be our first step. So we're going to go through each line, string s in input strings. We're going to go through each line, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do string ingredients here are going to be equal to our s substring from 0 to s index of the first one of those. Trim, and then we're going to split. Actually, might as well just go ahead and split on spaces here, make this easier myself. There are no lines right, all lines should have, I guess we'll find out. I believe every line has some sort of allergy on it. If not, yeah, we'll figure that out. So this will give us some ingredients, and then what we can do is we can then do, we will then do the allergens is going to equal s substring s index of this plus 1 to the end minus 1 okay. So that'll give us everything that's inside the parentheses. I'm gonna just do one more quick trim just in case to be sure. And then now we have everything inside the parentheses. We want to then split on commas, and this will give us all our allergens. Okay, so now we have our ingredients. Now we have allergens. For this, we need to determine which ones can have this. So So the allergens are the key here, because the allergens might not be might not be showing up. They might have forgotten to label it. So we need to know which allergens show up for which foods. It's the problem is they don't show up bit is what gets me. So we need to build up some sort of mapping here between the ingredients and their allergens. That is where the thinking begins. Which ingredients can't possibly contain any of the allergens in any food in your list? In the example above, none of the ingredients or TRH can contain any allergen. Counting the number of times any of these ingredients appear in versus 5. Twice. Okay. So we need to figure out some way to know. So allergens aren't always marked when they're listed as the ingredient that contains each listed allergen will be somewhere in the corresponding ingredients list. However, even if an allergen isn't listed, the ingredient that contains that allergen could still be present. It'd still be present. Maybe they forgot to label it. Okay. So I mean, like, yes. Yeah, building up this list is going to be very interesting. So the key is if it happens multiple times, it has to be present. So if it's there, it has to be present. So we need to get all the allergens and we need to keep a list of, okay. So, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So we're going to have a map here, string, and then it's gonna be a list of strings. And this is going to be allergen list, new hash map. Okay, I did this back, yeah, it's fine. So we're gonna have this allergen map. Actually, I didn't mean to do this. Let's put this here. So we're gonna have this allergen map here, and every time we get allergens, we're going to first we're gonna go through all the allergens. So for string A in allergens, and we're going to check. It's gonna be list. No, we're gonna first check if the allergen is already in our hash map. If allergen list contains A, then we're gonna do one thing. If it doesn't, well, we're gonna make our life easier, and we're just gonna say it's possible that any of these ingredients are in this allergen. So we're going to then just do allergen. We're gonna do a list of string. This is possible contains, and we're gonna set this equal to a new array list. Okay, and then we're gonna do possible contains. We're gonna do a for loop on this. We're gonna do a for loop for I in ingredients, possible contains, add I, and then at the very end here, oh, you can do it that way. Okay, well, that's nice. Never mind then. Okay, that's fine. And then, so now we can just actually just do is then allergen list, put, and we can put in A with the possible, which can be actually even condensed down further to just be this. So there's that. So now we need to check if it does have it. What we need to do is we need to go through for int I equals, we need the actual list here. So we need to do list string possible allergens. It's going to equal allergen list get A. Okay, so for int I is going to be equal to this. We're going to go backwards to this. That way we can actually remove things as we go through it. Size -1, while I is greater than or equal to 0, I minus. So this way, as we go through it, we can then check if possible allergens get I. We can check if ingredients contains this, We're going to do this a bit differently. We're going to make this be a list. It's going to make our life a lot easier. Make our life a lot easier. So now we can just add ingredients onto that. And so now we can just do a check here if ingredients contains this. Wait, no, we only want to add the ones back. We want to remove all of the ones from ingredient that are not present in ingredients. Right, so if it contains, or sorry, if it does not contain, that's what I meant to say. What's wrong here? Statement. Sorry, oh, that. So if the ingredients does not contain this, then we need to go ahead and just do possible allergens, remove I. Okay, and so when we get to the end of this, we should have a mapping of all the things it could possibly be. So we're just going to do for string A again in allergen list, key sets, and then we're going to do, we're just going to do a system out just to see what this gets. System out, print line of A, and then arrays dot toString allergen list dot get a to array new string. Okay, just so I can visually see what we're getting. Please, no errors. Pretty please. Whoa. Whoa, okay, something blew up here. Splits on spaces, not to that. It's split on comma space, my bad. There we go. Okay, so now we have all of the possible allergens and what they could possibly be in. The issue here is we don't have one anywhere. None of these just have one. So, this is now we get to a puzzle here. We're gonna have like these where it could be any of these. Really? How are you supposed to? Wait, it's it's either contains. Oh, this word contains is here. Oh, okay. We want to ignore if they have contains. So we need to do if a dot contains. You need to do we can't do a equals here, no. So we're gonna do string a call this a adjusted. We're gonna do a adjusted equals a adjusted replace contains space with nothing. All right, and so now we need to use a adjusted instead of a everywhere. Okay, that was probably throwing this off. Now do we get something better? Why do you still say contains dairy? Because I didn't remove you from here. A adjusted. There we go. Please now. Much better. Hey, and now we're getting to ones where they only have one, and we should hopefully, okay. Good, so now we're gonna go through here, and we need to figure out our mapping. So, we need to do, We need to go, actually I can probably do this in my head to get the mappings, but we shouldn't do it. Okay, so we need to go through all of them. If they have only one mapping, we need to set them equal into this. We just need a regular map string to string. This is going to be the allergen mapping hash map k. All right, so we're going to go through them all. So we need to also then do while allergen list size is greater than 0. We're going to go through them all, and we're looking for one that only has one. So we're going to go through all of them, and we're going to check if allergen list get a dot size equals 1. If it does, we're going to then go ahead and do allergen mapping put a with allergen list get a get 0, and then we need to go through we need to do allergen list remove a. Can you do this? Will this? I don't think that'll give me a current modification error. I hope not. And then we'll go through this again, and we're going to then check if allergen list get a 2 contains. We should just done this. We should just do list string ingredients. If I can spell ingredients correctly, is going to be this. Okay, so our ingredient is right there. We put our ingredient there. Actually, we can just do string ing. Just call it ing. Is fine. Shorthanding is fine. Okay, that's, and if it contains this ingredient, we need to then do remove. Whoops. Get remove ing. Contains is irrelevant. We only need to contain. We just need to go through and remove it all. Okay. And then just because, just see if we get anything else. And we get current modification error. Dang it. Okay. So we can't remove it here. But that's fine. We don't technically need to remove it from here. We can, we could keep it, but that's not gonna work. We do need to do string to remove. We can do this, and then we're gonna do to remove equals a. We can still remove it, it doesn't matter. And then when we get done with this, we're going to then do allergen list dot remove to remove if to remove is empty. Oh my gosh, typing's hard. If it's not empty, do that. Otherwise, I'm going to output empty. I might have to do a system out here in the future, but I'm just going to do a system out print line empty. What's that there for? Good bookmark. Okay. Give me something good here. And we're getting into empty. What is, I need to output what to remove is. Okay. I shouldn't have removed that for loop I had before. String s in allergen lists key sets. Okay, so we need to output s plus arrays to string allergen list get s to array string array. Okay, what'd you get down to? Oh, those are all empty. Wait. They're all empty. Wait, how are they all empty? Wait, that shouldn't happen. They should never be empty. Alright, I'm gonna do this in this place then. Let's see how this updates. Something isn't right here. Something is not being removed correctly. Wait, why are those empty? Whoa, 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 whoa. Allergen list. Whoa, that shouldn't be happening. Why are these empty? So we're going through all the allergen lists. We're getting A. Ingredient size is 1. The ingredient. Whoops. Something is not working correctly. Let's remove peanuts, remove dairy. But dairy has 2 in here. Okay, let's just do then a break here. Something must be... Oh, we got, wait, we got in the end. Okay, I just needed a break there. That's all I needed. Okay. Throw that out. And so now we have what they all map to. Whoops, leave that there though, just in case. So now we have what they all map to. Now we just need the input. What's the input here? The input was, how many times does those ingredients appear? Okay. Unfortunately, we have ingredients. We don't have, we don't have a full thing. We don't have a list of lists here, so we need a list of strings. And this is going to be ingredients. Are going to be all ingredients. Array list. Okay. And so then we're going to have to then just do all ingredients, add ingredients. Okay. So then when we get to the bottom here, we just need to go through this whole thing. Whoops, not that. For list string ingredients in all ingredients. And then we just need to have an int total 0. We need to go through each one and we just need to see if allergen mapping in allergen mapping values that I want here. And if ingredients contains our ingredient here, total plus plus, and now we just want to do lap of total. Work. 294, please be right. Darn it. Okay. So close. Let's test their input, their test input. Are we off by like 1 or something? These are just like, let it be off by 1 or whatnot. 8. That's not 8. What was the ending mapping? That's probably the better question. What was the at the end mapping here? SQFV. So those are right though. Which ingredients can't possibly contain any of the allergens? So it is those. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong things. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong values. Oh. I need the ones that aren't contained. I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay. Right. So now then we need a set here of string. And this is going to be unique ingredients equal new hash sets. Right. It's a unique ingredient thing. So we're going to do then this, add all of ingredients, K. And then what we need to do here is we then want to do this, because we want a now list of string. This is the not, has no allergens. Array list, K. So these are ones that don't have allergens, so we need to do this, and this is going to be the unique ingredients, K, and then we need to do this, remove A, value set on this. Nope, allergen mappings, value set. There we go. So now we can remove that. So now this is what we want to check against, not this one. Oh, not there. Nope, not there. Sorry, this is the wrong spot. Whoop, that's this. This is the wrong spot. This goes after here. Okay, we want to use this instead of this. And now, please give me the correct answer. 5. Go back to our input. Give me the right answer for our inputs. That amount. Put that in. Yes. There we go. Hey, 893, not bad. Could have been better, but. Part 2. Now you've isolated the inner ingredients. You should have enough information to figure out which ingredient contains which allergen. Wait, I do. Arrange the ingredients alphabetically by their allergen and separate them by commas and produce your. Oh, I can do this. Wait. I already have this. I already have part 2 done. It's going to be, oops, sorry about that. It's going to be our allergen mapping. Wow, this needs, I don't have a system out for this. Whoops. Print line of allergen mapping, values, string .join. Join these on a comma, right? Oh, I need to sort them though. Right, they're not sorted. My commas produced in alphabetically by their allergen. Oh wait. Alphabetically by their allergen. Okay. Lists. String a sorted is going to be equal to new array list, giving it allergen mappings key set sort string compare to oh, I can't do it that way. Okay. So I can do then a sorted, sort like that. And then we can just do a string builder, string builder, K, and then for string, I just, A in a sorted, we need to then do builder, append, mappings, get, nope, allergen mapping, get a, append that, k, and then the very end here, builder, delete char at builder length, wow, builder length -1, k, print line builder to string. I don't have a lap for this yet. I don't think a lap can take a string in. That's why we're gonna do this. We're gonna get this. We're gonna plug this in for answer. Yes! 633 went up too. Nice. Sweet. All right, there we go. Day 21 is done in 30 minutes. I am like shocked. I'm happy with myself. We did it. We actually got one right. So much a vast improvement over yesterday. Let's go over how we did this and how we got to our answer. This code is a train wreck of naming scheme. So I apologize now about the variable namings. It is an absolute train wreck. But what we are given is our input is this big long list of ingredients in their allergens. So each line has a long list of ingredients, and then at the very end it has the allergens that are possible. There has allergens that are contained in the ingredients below. It doesn't contain all of the allergens that are there, but it does contain allergens that are in that list. So to get around this, what we need to do is we need to then take our allergens and map them into what possible ingredients they can contain. So because now all allergens are listed, we can't rely upon the ingredients to the allergens. We got to go from the allergens to the ingredients. So the way we do that is we go line by line and we simply parse out this input here. We parse out the allergens and then we say, all right, soy, eggs, and shellfish, 1 or 3 of all these contain one of these. So there are 3 ingredients in here. Of each one, they contain one of these following allergens. So what we do is we build up a basically a table that says this ingredient could be in these ingredients, or sorry, this allergen could be in these ingredients. And the first time that we see that, we just simply add all these ingredients to the allergen. The second time we come across this allergen, we can now do basically filtering. So because we come across this allergen again, we know that the ingredient must be in this list again. So therefore we go through the map, through this list, and we say, all right, is this item already in our list? Or actually backwards, is this item currently in our list, is this in this ingredient list here? If so, we could keep it. If it's not, we know that it can't possibly be the ingredient with this allergen because it doesn't show up in this list. So we remove it, and then as we go through, keep filtering, eventually we get to the bottom to where we have a mapping between a allergen and the possible ingredients that it could contain it based upon this just straight up. Then it's all down to just then kind of process of elimination by taking an allergen that has only one ingredient that could possibly map to, taking that ingredient, removing it from the rest of the allergens possibilities, and then keep filtering that down until we're left with just one-to-one mappings of all the allergens to an ingredient. That, however, is not really what part 1 is asking. Part 1 is asking the opposite. It's asking for the ingredients that don't have an allergen, how many times do they occur. So to do that, we need to then flip that list. So we take all of the possible ingredients, a unique list of all the ingredients, we remove the ones that have an allergen in it, and then we go through all of the ingredients as a whole, or all of like the recipes, I guess that's what each line is. We go through each line and we see if that ingredient is in that line. If it is, we increment our total counts, and we do that for all the lines until we get to the bottom, which we have then our total that could be in the system. That's part 1. For part 2 is relatively easy. Now it's just asking for a sorted list of the allergens, a sorted list of the ingredients on the Part 2 is asking for the allergens. I keep saying this wrong. It's a really weird way. Part 2 is asking for the ingredients listed out based upon the sorted allergen list. So what we do is we take all of the allergens, we then sort it, and then we go through each allergen, grab its corresponding ingredient, and put it into that string we're building up, and then we feed that string in, and then we're done. Wow. Today's is, yeah, Yeah. It's hard for me, just the process in which there's not really words. Like, I think each line is a recipe, but because it doesn't really say that, it's hard for me to like explain it when I don't know what each line technically is. It's a whole ordeal in itself. But anyways, day 2, I wish it was day 2, day 21, done. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you don't see a future video for day 22, 23, 24, 25, it's mostly because I couldn't solve it. Day 25, though, I will say I won't be doing it on Christmas Day. I'll probably be doing it the day after or that night. So just be aware that day 25 will not be at a normal time. It'll be kind of later because, again, it'll be Christmas, so I'll be spending with my family. I hope you are too. So anyways, I've rambled on for way longer than I should have. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 22. Peace out.